Let it
Well, praise the Lord. I don't know if you can hear me yet. I'm going to look on here. I have to familiarize myself with all of this equipment. Good evening. I see names. I'm going to give a shout out to names tonight. It's not going to be something that I'm going to do every night, but I'm going to do it tonight because it is our opening night. We can hear you. All right. Hey, we're working it out. The background is going to be a little off tonight. It's not adjusting well with my green screen, but tonight will be the night of perfecting, and we will work it out all after this. Wow, look at y'all tonight. Woo! Are we ready to detox? Are we ready to detox? I see Facebook in here. I see YouTube in here. And prayerfully tomorrow, we will have Instagram on, or at least as a replay. Day one, you said that right. Y'all coming in so hard. I don't even know if I can acknowledge everyone. We have 112 people on right now. 112 people. So you know how we do. We're going to do a little bit of that tonight to get us used to our recovery mode. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put up an emoji of claps, or either we're going to type clap or clapping on the screen, because we made it. We tasted and seen that the Lord is good. We made it another year. Come on, y'all. Another year. I don't know about everyone here, but a few friends of mine didn't make it over into 2023. And they weren't old, they weren't elderly, they weren't sickly, and they are not here. So I think this is a good time for us to acknowledge the fact that we made it over into 2023. So put up some claps, put up the word clap or clapping, and let's get this party started tonight. We're going to be working out some things here and there tonight, learning some things here, but my God, we are here. But a great number of us are here tonight. It's saying that my Wi-Fi is unstable, and I don't know why, because I'm not on Wi-Fi and it's actually turned off, and I'm on full internet. So if it goes in or out, you know how we do it here as well. Hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. Thank you, Tracy Bailey. I see you, Sabrina. I see the clap. Cheryl Johnson, Charlene Sanders. I see the clap. Evangelist Gwen, Stacy, Janine. Good to see you. And of course, Ebony, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, I'm going to try to say a welcome. I know it becomes a nuisance after a while for everyone, but don't worry about it, because we're not going to do this every night. But tonight we're going to go over the logistics of what we do here. So first of all, welcome into 2023 and welcome into Soul Detox, my show, Suzanne M. Howard, your certified mental health coach, where every single year I bring you 30 days of making mental health a priority. I heard a preacher say the other day on his social media platform, he took mental health for granted, and he will never take mental health for granted again. And the Lord showed me this about 7 years ago, that mental health was going to move to the top of the list of priority. And that's exactly where we are since about 2019. So welcome again. I am your host, Suzanne M. Howard. I'm a board certified mental health coach, mental health coaching, life coaching. It's moving up. There's a great need for it in our globe, and it is moving up. It is on demand. I'll go into explaining at some point what are the differences between mental health coaching and therapy with a therapist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist. What are the differences? Why do I need a mental health coach? Why do I need a life coach? We'll go into all of those details. But for now, welcome. I wonder if I can play my horn. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Y'all hearing anything? Let's see. Oh, that was our music. We getting down, right? We dancing tonight. All right, I'm gonna find the hand clap soon. So let's see. Let me welcome you in. Let me welcome you in. From the top, I saw tonight Cheryl Johnson, our baby from Tulsa, is the first one on tonight at 6:35 p.m. And you know how we do it here. You are going to be the second giveaway tonight. And I'll tell you who the first one is. But you are going to be our second giveaway tonight. Cheryl Johnson logged in at 6:35 with baby girl right behind her, Dominique Pierce. She logged in at 6:39 p.m. And she said, good evening. She has the best seat in the house. And I know you do, because our seats are all the best seats in the house, because we get to do this right from the most comfortable, safe space in the world, home. Welcome, Tasha Ross. Welcome, Pastor Dolores Davis. Yep. She remembers it for 7 years now, 6 years now. So Detox delegates. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Elder Manny Davis. Welcome. Is it Yubi? I want to say your name. And she says she's another Cheryl in the group. That's right. Welcome. Welcome, my solution secretary, Ebony Rose. Please remember to like and share the video. And I think I'm going to bring that over here if I remember how to do it. And I remember how to do it. Ooh, that's a sexy picture, lady. That don't look like a work photo. All right, let's keep it moving here. Let's see. Thank you, Tasha. My friend Ebony invited me to the So Detox. I'm from Canada, and I'm excited to be a part of this. Good job, Ebony. And thank you, Cheryl from Canada, for being with us tonight. You have a new family. We're not just friends. You have a new family in here tonight. Welcome, Rhonda Johnson. Welcome, Sabrina, Nanita, Nicole. Welcome, Bianca, Danielle. Welcome. Welcome, Candy and Cora. Welcome, Prudence, Maria, all the way back from vacation with a V, not with a B. She went on vacation. Welcome back, Maria. Hello, Bianca. Lasonia, so good to see you on again this year. Welcome, Vanessa. Dr. Vanessa's in the house tonight. Welcome, Carmen and Carla. Welcome, Gwen Molden. Neliza, my baby girl. Welcome. Jay Wright from Florida. Shanta, good to see you on. I hope you have time to stick with us this year. Good to see you always. Dajane, welcome. Leah, Charlene, and Jenny. Health coach Shayna's in the house. So we have health coach Shayna. We have Kingdom Health Connections in the house tonight. So we have physical health, we have whole body health, and we have mental health workers in the house tonight. I know there's some DCF workers on here, some mental health therapists on here, some up and coming life coaches in here. Welcome. It looks like the table is spread tonight. Welcome, Lisa Palmer, Crystal Adjers. Welcome, Keisha, Jessica. Welcome, Nick. Welcome, Carol Williams, Yolanda. Hey, welcome, Audria, Karen Knight, Prophet Karen. Welcome, Misha, Renee, Ronnie Bana, and he has it all in capital letters. Gisela, welcome. Hello, pretty eyes. Welcome. I think I said your name already. Carla, Elitza, welcome. Bettina, welcome. Corindas, Yvonne Ramos, another Floridian in the house tonight. Can y'all send us a little bit of that wave of weather, please? Cecilia, welcome. Naomi, Brenda, welcome. Hallelujah. Come on. While I'm saying hello to you, say hello back. Let's get that algorithm moving with activity on tonight. Welcome, Anna, Kamisha. Welcome, Vicky, R. Cherie. Welcome, 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 Lulu and Deja. All right now. Come on, Vanetta, Gwen Douglas, Coretha, Dr. Bridget Brown. Come on in the house tonight. Welcome. Hi, Deja. Hello there. We got new mommies in the house. We got a lot of good things going on. Heather Grubbs, come on. We've got this place covered tonight. Dominique, as I said, it was the second one who logged in tonight. Mike Rose, oh, we getting it done. Terry, awesome. Hello, Tracy. Michelle, welcome. Shar Burnett, miss you. I need to hug you soon. Welcome, Pastor Kareem. Stacy, hello. Elsie, John Booker, welcome. Sharon, Rochelle. Wow, we got a lot of folks in here tonight. Welcome. I hope you all can fit in my living room. Erica, Raquel, praise the Lord. So good to see y'all. I think I'm making it through just about all the names now. Looks like I'm just getting y'all comments saying you're ready. Good evening. Brittany, Bernard, good evening, Mr. Howard. Good evening. Awesome. Cecilia, welcome. Irene, welcome. All right, there's some new ones coming up here on the tail end. Nisi Johnson, welcome. Frederica, welcome. Rosa, awesome. Aw, you're going to make me teary-eyed tonight. This is overwhelming. Miss Shonda, welcome. Diana, welcome. Don't worry, we're not going to do it every night. We're just here for the party right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, y'all doing your thing. Maria Rodriguez, welcome. Welcome to the family tonight. I hope y'all are able to stay with us. This is a 30-night journey. We'll be doing this over 30 days. We are live on Facebook, 3 channels on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube. And I believe we are broadcasting over on Twitter as well. Oh, rude Twitter. I call Twitter rude. Everybody on Twitter is just rude and angry. My God, can we get some love over there on it? Welcome, Agnes Rich. Welcome. Noemi, welcome. Jerry, welcome. All right, y'all doing your thing. We're up to 144 viewers on tonight. Tracy Bailey, bless the Lord. Stacy Doze, welcome. Troy Oliver, he said the gang is here. Yes, we are. Latoya, LaWanda, welcome. Jennifer, welcome. Wow, this is happening tonight, isn't it? Renee, welcome. I got all your messages. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Fun Kids Info. Good to see you on here tonight with us. I see Troy is saying, oh, I need this. Well, guess what? I got it for you. Denise Real McCoy, welcome. Latanya, Coach Latanya, good evening. All right, all right. We've done our greeting. Chevelle, I see you. Come on, while I'm talking, y'all have a chance to run. If you didn't get your tea or your orange juice or your water, get yourself a journal, get yourself a fine writing instrument, a pen, a Bic, or a pencil, whatever you're comfortable with. Welcome, Whitney. I see y'all coming in here. Karen Jameson, that's my girl every year. Her comments always have something outstanding to them. Natasha, welcome. Jamaica, welcome. Good evening. Make sure that you have gone on and registered. Welcome to Miss May's place. Registration isn't anything that's going to cost you. We're not going to be soliciting you for money. You give freely as you feel blessed. You can sow $1, $5, $30, $30,000, whatever is on your heart. But we're not here to ask for anything. We're here to life change. And when people lives begin to change, when their heart begins to pump fresh love and blood again, and their mind is renewed, people just want to give where they're blessed at, whether it's a fine restaurant or the gym or working on their mental health. So don't worry about it. If you subscribe, you will get emails from time to time on things that we have going on here. You will always be the first in line with something new that's coming out, or if we're coming on live, or if we're coming in a station near you. Welcome, Emmanuel. I see you. Bless you. Angela, Copeland, Keats, welcome. Joy, I see you. Welcome. I see you, Nisi. Yes, I see you, Caitlin. Beautiful. Agnes Rich, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I want to call your name out tonight because I want you to feel welcome. This is a safe space for you. No one in this group is going to judge you. There's going to be no backlash, no retaliation. There's going to be no attack. There's nothing that is stupid or ridiculous. Any feeling that you have, any emotion that you have, you will see that people will go up on there and say, oh, tagging out, drop the mic. It's too much. I've had people inbox me and tell me that they had to shut it down for the night because they couldn't take it anymore. It was just the information was just overwhelming, because most times people have been suffering in silence. But it's different when you get validation of what you're going through, that you're not crazy. When you get validation that there's actually words and language to this. When people told you were crazy, that you need to just cut it out. You need to just change your mind. You need to just get a new life. You need to stop crying. You need to get over him, or you need to get over her, or, you need to grow up, or time heals everything. Why aren't you healed yet? Because those are all lies. All of them. Time has never, ever been classified as a healer. Time helps you to forget, but it doesn't go away. Time helps you to bury it in the deep wells and the recesses of our mind, but it doesn't go away. You have to talk about it. Emotions and feelings are like little children that had maybe been ignored for a long time. And when we start giving them a place to share, they're like little children having tantrums. They're going to cause you physical distress, headaches, stomach aches, cause you to procrastinate. They may lead you into anger, even depression and rage, anxiety. Anxiety is the only cause of three things. If we would learn to treat the three things that is the problem and stop treating anxiety, my people can be healed. Worry, fear, and stress. Come on, I'm teaching already. Worry, fear, and stress is what anxiety is. So the difference between going to a therapist's office and going to a life coach or a mental health life coach like I am, I'm not the general life coach that would work on your career, will work on any type of advancement in business, entrepreneurship. It happens because you can't deal with someone's mindset, thoughts, and feelings without it advancing in their marketplace, if you will, if you're familiar with that term. It will happen automatically, but I'm specific. I'm a specific life coach, and I deal with mental health. And it's all thoughts and feelings and physical reactions to what's going on in our lives. And when we do not acknowledge our feelings, when we don't acknowledge our thoughts, they begin to have tantrums in us like little children, and they will literally cause physical problems. And I mean, they can literally cause severe physical problems. Any physical body under duress, under stress for a long period of time is going to result in physical damage. Stress, if you could think of stress this way, if I can give you a visual of what to think of when you think of being stressed out. If you're at work and you're stressed out, or you find yourself saying, I'm stressed out this morning, and you find yourself saying, I'm stressed out all day, or you find yourself saying, this has been a stressful week. You have to do something about it. Don't just keep calling out the thing. You have to do something about it. I want you to think of stress. And every time you refer that you having a stressful moment or day or week or the year has been stressful, I want you to think of someone throwing a tennis ball inside of your body. And it just going from your head to your eye, to your ear, to your throat, hitting your esophagus. I want you to think of it as that pain in your shoulder, that pain in your elbow. I want you to think of it as the problem with your gut. I want you to think of it as the back pain. I want you to think of it as memory issues, comprehension issues. I want you to think of it as the knee pain, the ankle pain. I want you to think of it as a blood flow problem. I want you to think of it as issues with your feet. Because if you keep ignoring your feelings and your thoughts, they have to manifest to tell you something is wrong inside of you and you are ignoring it. And if you ignore it long enough, it will manifest in your physical body. And a lot of these issues that we have in our physical body don't only require a medical doctor, but they require attention to be given to yourself. So think of that. Put a note on your notepad tonight, on your journal tonight. Make a little star, an asterisk, and pay attention to your body over the next 30 days that you're going to be with me. And though we're in here as a group, I want you to think of yourself as being alone with me. Lock in with me. The comments are helpful, especially if you feel like I'm feeling really, really strange right now. And you go in and you look at the comments and you see others saying, I feel like vomiting, or others saying I'm dizzy, or another person saying I literally have to go to the bathroom. You will see these kind of comments in there, because when we begin to touch on the things that have not been touched all your life, your body's going to respond physically. You may notice that all of a sudden you no longer get headaches. Your vision could even get better, clearer, and with results at the optician's office, ophthalmologist's office. You may see changes. We have even been blessed enough to see weight loss happen. Weight loss, just because we dared to go where no man wants to go. And it's not the moon. It's in your body. It's in your mind. The invisible mainframe of your humanity. And it's all there. All day long, we are picking up information, and traffic is going through our thoughts and our minds and our feelings. And it's there. It's there until we deal with it. And then it can get so abrupt, as I was stating, where it can begin to manifest in your body and cause physical pain and problems, to the point where it will begin to manifest in immune system deficiencies, issues. And now you're going to a medical doctor and you're being treated for something. They're going to treat it for your life, when really there's another way you can handle it. And it's beginning by taking the issues of your heart and giving your voice permission to release the issues of your heart. And that's why it doesn't help when someone tells you, girl, you need to get over it by now. You should be healed by now. Stop talking about that. Just stop crying. You know, one thing I do tell my clients, it's you cross boundaries when you are continually complaining to your friends, your family, your loved ones. You cross boundaries. And what happens when we cross those boundaries in particular is we put people who are not professional in a professional place. So because they're not professionals, they're going to get tired of hearing the complaints. I would get tired of my girlfriend's complaints. You're going to get tired of them saying the same thing for years. But what we end up doing out of frustration, if we don't first stop taking their calls, second, decide we need new friends, thirdly, we start looking at them like, you just need to get over yourself. Like, this is just too much. When we need to make a recommendation, I'm going to take you to therapy. I'm going to recommend a therapist to you, a counselor to you, a licensed clinical social worker to you. Let's start with a life coach and see what the life coach suggests and who they can recommend. I'm going to take you to my pastor. My pastor is trained in mental health, pastoral care, whole body care. And we're going to start there. And as you feel relaxed in that safe space, then maybe you can feel the comfort to go into someone's couch and talk and be given wise counsel, be given professional counsel and advice and medication if needed. Because sometimes we have ignored ourselves for so long. We need medication just to even out the turbulence so that we can begin to now unpack all that is you and all that is I. Deep, right? So we have to first acknowledge that we have these feelings and these thoughts without anyone in the family telling you, you should be over it by now. You need to learn to let stuff go. You shouldn't cry. Don't cry. They're not worth crying. That is never, ever, ever going to heal you. And that is never, ever, ever going to give you a healthy body. What you have to do is acknowledge that it's there. Acknowledge the hate. Acknowledge the disappointment. Acknowledge the pain. Acknowledge the rejection. Acknowledge that you feel as though you are the black sheep. Acknowledge that you feel abandoned and oftentimes misunderstood. Acknowledge that I'm angry, even if it's with God. God reads hearts, and he hears over and over and over and over for years how angry you are with him, how disappointed you may be with him, if you believe in him. Not everyone that follows So Detox are followers of the Christian faith. And it's not a requirement. They don't have to be. But we all should have faith in something greater than us, because it's that faith that it has taken to get people through the times that we have been in the last few years. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to acknowledge that feeling. And then it's okay to say, I'm embarrassed that I even can say I hate my mother. I'm embarrassed that I could say I can't stand my father. I'm embarrassed that I can say I'm disappointed in myself. It's okay to say, I don't like my weight. I don't like the way I look when I get in the mirror. And then it's okay to say, now that I got it out, I don't like that I have those feelings. And I'm embarrassed to even admit that they're there. But by not admitting them, it doesn't make anything change or go away. It's called denial. It's denial. And everyone around you will recognize the denial in you. But you can spend years in denial and people will allow you, because they're your friends. They're your sisters and they're your brothers. And they shouldn't have to be the one to offer you therapy and counseling. Let your friends be your friends. Let them enjoy the silly laugh times or the macho bravado times. Let your sisters be your sisters and love on you and be that place of community and love and support. Stop putting people who are there as your social group in a place to carry the weight and burden of your life that you cannot even carry or you don't even know what to do with. Keep your relationships separate so that you can enjoy your relationships where they are. We started already. Welcome to So Detox 2023, where we are going to get real about us. We're going to get real about you and I. We're going to get real about me. Put your hand on your heart. There's 165 of you on here tonight. Put your hand on your heart. Tonight is the start of me getting real about me at a deeper level. And then just breathe in your nose and breathe out your mouth. Let it go. Release that. It doesn't have words yet, but it has breath. Release it. Welcome, Pastor Yashika, my sister. I love you. Welcome, Dawn. Angela Blake, welcome. I see y'all here. All right. So let's see. I don't think I have it on the screen yet, but there is a curriculum. Thank you, Adoria, that we do have available for purchase, but it is not available yet. It will be available this week. As we say in the old church services, charge it to my head and not my heart. But there is a curriculum. The theme for this year is defense mechanisms. We're going to deal with defense mechanisms. And the reason why we're going to go that way is because I'm slowly leading us to deal with trauma. Trauma. I wanted to go and deal with trauma this year, but the more I was putting together the 30-day program, I think it might just be a little too much without bringing us into the preceding mindset that comes when we deal with trauma. And I wasn't going to deal with post-traumatic stress, I was going to deal with complex traumas. And those are different. And it's a wide variety. And a lot of us do not even know that we've dealt with trauma. We don't even realize that we are dealing with complex traumas in our life. It's more than one thing, and it's happening for a long period of time. It wasn't just a one and done event that just causes us to drift off in our thoughts, causes us to daydream, causes us to have night dreams or nightmares. That's more of the PTSD. The complex trauma is something that could happen to you that maybe you didn't even know affected you. It could be something that has happened more than once, a repeated molestation that could have happened to you. It could be being raised in an abusive household from the age of 4 to 13. That's a complex trauma, where post-traumatic stress is more of like usually like a one and done, like in the military, like not that the whole military experience isn't a PTSD experience, but it's more like that gunshot or that bomb or that horrible thing that you witness with your eyes. Boom, that has caused a post-traumatic stress. You have stress after that trauma, where complex traumas can be multiple, and it can be over a good period of time, or it can be repeated abuses or traumas. I agree with you, Nelisa. I really wanted to do it. And one of my spiritual daughters even said to me, she was like, please don't do that to us this year. I don't think we can take that by ourselves for 30 days in the house. So we're going to gather a nice team, and we're going to do this together. We're going to lean in slowly and deal with complex traumas, because we need to be educated. I consider myself a kingdom educationist, especially in the field of mental health. And I'll tell you the story one day this month on how I even was provoked into this interest. But tonight we're going to deal with defense mechanisms. It is a response to trauma. It is a prelude to trauma. So we'll touch trauma a little bit, but we'll go in and we'll come back out, and we'll go in and we'll come back out, and we won't stay in it too hard without having the right team on tonight, so that people could call in and talk when we hang up. We'll have that. So the second thing I want to say is, let's see. Okay, I got this here. The second thing I'd like to share is every Tuesday this month. Somebody put on the screen every Tuesday this month. Every Tuesday this month. And let's see if I can put this up here. Every Tuesday this month. So I'm putting up on the screen right now. That's the book for this season. A few of you, let me deal with this before I hit Tuesday, now that I went in this way. A few of you have gone onto my website the last month, and you purchased Self-Awareness. That's the red book, Self-Awareness. That was January of 2022's theme. That was what we educated you on in 2022. And I'm glad you're purchasing it. And I will be here to assist you with it. You can call with questions. Those discovery calls on my website, they're free. You can call and ask questions. We can help you, coach you through the material. And we love it. That's awesome. But that's for January 2022. The green book on my website is from January 2021. Can you believe this already? So the green book is on self-esteem. And if you want to buy it, you can buy it and go to my website on YouTube. Go to YouTube and watch the playlist for Soul Detox 2021. And that book will go along with the teaching. So you can literally follow along with the video and the book and journal yourself through creating a greater self-esteem, a functioning self-esteem. Or you can purchase the green book, and the green book is, the red book is Self-Awareness. And that you can go to my YouTube page, go to the playlist, and look for Soul Detox 2022. And every day you can watch a video And you can use the book to go along with the video training, and you can start some self-help, some self-life coaching work on yourself by watching on YouTube and having the book in your hand. However, this year is the blue book. I know it probably looks purple on your side, but it's the blue book, and it's group therapy. There's a series, a collection that I'm working with. They all look the same, except for underneath group therapy. The green is self-esteem, the red is self-awareness, and the blue is defense mechanisms. It's a collection that I will have every year. And this book is going to be available for purchase this week. Now, tomorrow or Wednesday, the latest, you can purchase the ebook. If you are a techie like me, if you use ebooks, if you use Apple Books, Google Books, Kindle, and there's like 18 different places you can purchase the ebook. You can purchase this book electronically for $9.99 on Amazon and all these other places that you purchase your books from. It will be available in ebook form by the middle of this week for $9.99. By the end of this week, it will be available for purchase for print, and the print is $19.99. And again, you will have that book to go back over these videos. When we're done with these 30 days, we always have clients that go back over and they do one video a week, because we have to keep up a speed and a momentum here. So we're really breezing through and doing a lot of work in 55 minutes a night. So the books are there to be your paper life coach to go along with the video. And if you are someone that is very disciplined, or you desire discipline, that's a good way to start disciplining yourself. And we are always available. You can book a discovery call with any of my coaches and we get back to you. You can call us. We're going to have the phone number up and the website up and the email addresses all up at the end of the service. But I just want to let everyone know that is going in this last month that has purchased the red book, Self-Awareness, that goes with the video training from January 2022. If you meant to purchase the book for this year, it's this blue one right here. And again, by ebook, it will be ready for $9.99 on Wednesday. And by Friday, it will be available in print form for $19.99. I believe it's all on Amazon. You get down, Evangelist. So now let's get back to what I see y'all have posted up here. Every Tuesday this month, we will be live. If you are interested in coming and being a part of the studio audience, maybe there's something that you'd like to share. Maybe there's some questions that you'd have. We are welcoming a live studio audience every single Tuesday this month from 7 to 8:30. You can get in at 6:30 and the doors will be open. You take your seat, you sign in. If we have the books, you can purchase the books there at that same time. But every single Tuesday only, will we be in person with a live studio audience, if you're interested, at 131 East Elliott Street in Hartford, Connecticut. That again is 131 East Elliott Street in Hartford, Connecticut. We will go live at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6:30, and we will be there until about 8:30 each night. You can come and meet me. You can come and meet my team. You can come and meet some of your new family. Again, that's only on Tuesdays, and that's through the entire month of December from 6:30 until about 8:30. We will be there, and I'll book sign for you. We'll answer questions. You may have an opportunity to come on stage with us and be a part of the actual broadcast. We're looking for this because we want to get the momentum that this work deserves, so that everyone who is blessed can take this blessing to someone else. So that's exciting. It's new. I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous about it, but when God moves, we move with him. Yes, I wish you could too. Cheryl from Canada says she wished that she could attend. Good. They're posting the address up there, and you will see it again on the screen at the end of the night. All right. So we're here for 30 days. That takes us all the way to the last day of this month. And we're going to be dealing with defense mechanisms with a little bit of visiting of complex traumas, because we have to explain where some of these defense mechanisms come in from. And let's see what else. Politics, business I need to give you. We only got a few minutes left to do this. We did the welcome. I wanted to make sure I acknowledge Cheryl Wilberg, Cheryl Johnson. She was our first person to sign in live tonight. And I see some of y'all are still signing in. God bless you. So I want to thank you for that. And Ebony, if you can just make a note for me, please, tonight, that she gets a special gift for being online first on tonight. I'm looking quickly because out of 145 that registered, we got 157 still online hanging in there with us. I want to tell you who the first few people were that registered, because you also will receive gifts. I want to acknowledge on November 21st, Alana Scott. I hope she's on. If she's not and you know her, please send her a message and tell her to get on with us. We called her out tonight. She is going to receive a gift, so she'll need to contact us and give us her address. Of course, Ebony Rose, my solution secretary. Thomasina Artist registered on November 21st. Cora Horn registered on November 21st. Nakisha Conyers registered on November 21st. And matter of fact, there's more of you than I thought. My God. So we're going to have to figure something out, but I'm going to call y'all out because it's night one. Dominique Pierce, Hope Lumpkin, Brittany Lamb, Teresa Essen, Carol Williams, Tasha Ross, Sharnette Burnett, Shayna Gunter, Diana Santos, Erica Carpening, Latanya Peterson, Maria Cameron, Lulu Buchanan, Valine Tyrell. This can't be right. Y'all didn't do this. Anna Sanchez, Frederica Hunter, Kamisha Jackson, Vanessa Boland, Heather Grubbs, Anya Jameson, Crystal Green, Anna Roman, Rhonda Johnson, Olivia Mosan, Edith Sylvia Jackson, and Renee Holly all registered the day the link went out. And you all are going to get something sent special from us here that will memorialize this wonderful first year that we started 2023 of this work. And thank y'all for being the techies that you are and jumping on right away when the broadcast went out. That's right. They said that's awesome. So thank you again. Now, let me introduce you to the program. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm not using a script tonight, so I didn't write down the flow, but we already announced that we're here every night for 30 days at 7 p.m. I'm going to be honest. On Tuesdays, I may be a little late. So if there's a day you're going to jump on late, let it be Tuesdays as well. And I'll tell you why. Not because I choose to be or I'm a late person, but because I'm still in sessions with clients through this entire month. Now, some like, oh, I'll catch you in February. I'm going to jump on here and this is going to be enough for me right now. Others like, need my time. So I'm still seeing clients in session on Tuesdays, and my last client ends at 7 p.m. And that's hopefully if they're on time. But this month they've been told at 7 o'clock, I got to run out and I'm going to go downstairs in that same building where my office is. And we're going to do the live right there from that stage. So again, 131 East Elliott Street in Hartford. We're live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So 7 p.m. Tuesdays. Remember, I might get on just a little bit late, 7:10, 7:15, but don't panic. We're going to be there. I do not miss a day. I've had family emergencies and had to travel. I've done Detox from the car. I think I've done it from airports. I've done it from hotels. I've done it in the parking lot of restaurants. I committed myself to the challenge and I made sure I met the challenge. So it's going to happen. All right. Let's see. I think that's it. I think I can go ahead and read the introduction. Ebony, did I forget anything before I go into this work? Oh, I know one thing I want to do. Thank you. I see Ebony had already texted me if I would have just looked at the text. One thing I want to do is, while we're welcoming everyone in, can you just put up on the screen, have so detox, will travel. Yes. Can you, everyone just go ahead and type in your chat what state you are coming in from? Because I saw some Florida, I saw some Canada. I know there's a lot of Connecticut because that's where we are. But take the time, if you will, right now and just put in the state that you are in. And let's see where we're able to actually reach at. And then also when you're done with that, can you just take a moment and make sure you hit like on our YouTube page or like on our Facebook page, wherever you are. And then I'm going to get in here. Massachusetts, Tennessee, Ohio. Woo! I see you, Connecticut. Georgia. Come on. Virginia. I see Georgia again. See the Connecticut coming through. I saw Canada up there. It went through really, really fast here, but y'all did it. And I will read these comments. I promise you. I see you in Massachusetts. Welcome. Tennessee. Yeah, come on. I see Ohio. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. South Carolina. Georgia. Springfield, Mass. Very good. Well, welcome. New York. We need New York. I've actually thought about holding a So Detox conference in New York. I thought it would be exciting to do it in New York. So that hasn't left my mind. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. If there's anything else I'm missing, please make sure that you've registered. And the reason why I needed you to register is because the assessments, everyone should have received an assessment in your email. If you registered, you're going to get all the information that you hear me talk about online. And the reason why we're asking you to register is so that you can get all this free information. I'm giving free life coaching for 30 days. Minimum $125 an hour is what we charge. $125 an hour. Now, mental health life coaching is cheaper than regular life coaching. I don't know if you ever checked out a life coach. Life coaches are like $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, some $50,000, upwards in the range of what I had to pay to be able to be a life coach. But mental health is more of a specific genre of healing than it is for general life coach. So it's not such an absorbent fee. So just add that up and take note of that I'm getting $125 an hour worth of therapy for 30 days. I see Brown Coleman is asking, where do they register? You can go to the website. Matter of fact, see Latanya posted it. I'm going to put it right on the screen now for you. If you go over to www.suzannemhoward.com and you will see events, click register. It's free. Absolutely no charge at all. And the reason why I do this, one, is because I know where blessings come from. But two, it is part of the oath that we take as being mental health care workers, period, also known as people helpers. There's an oath that we take that every year we will give back. And we will go into women's shelters and men's shelters and teenage centers or do lives like this where we can reach a broader audience, and that we would make an oath to do it for free so that people can benefit and begin to pique their interest in their mental health. So if you register on the screen, it's up there. You can email us. You can phone call us. We are available. We make ourselves available. I am the founder and senior leader of a church, the Apostles' House, and I don't preach this entire month. I'm there in service supporting my preachers, but I don't preach this entire month because we commit to this. This is the priority. This is the main ingredient. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. I look forward to meeting. Usually, if we have time as well, we always allow for people to go on and book a free 30-minute session and to try to give you some feedback. What we're doing now so that we can reach more people is we're doing the assessments, and the assessments are sent to everyone who registers. And the assessment is, think of yourself as going to the doctor. And they're gathering your prehistory. They're taking your weight down. They're checking your blood pressure, maybe checking your sugar levels. That's what these assessments are. We're not asking about your history. We're not asking, we're not doing a fingerprint. We're not asking for your weight, but we're taking the information we need so that we can assess where you are today, how that week's session affected you by doing an assessment the following week. We're dealing with where the assessment is going to show us your level of anxiety in life currently, your level of anxiety in your relationships, your level of depression or sadness that you may have in you. And then we ask a general question about relationships. So those assessments are sent out every week so we can monitor how you're doing. You can monitor as well how you are doing, and you can see how it was on day 1, week 1, to how it is the last day, if there's any change in it. And you can also then determine what areas you should want to work in a little bit more, what area you're actually perfected and that's really not a problem for you. But we recommend that you really pay attention to this area of your life, because if you have any breakups in your relationship, this is going to affect you, because you need to be a little stronger in your emotional intelligence. Or this level of anxiety. Do you know a lot of people have anxiety and don't even realize they have it? Because it doesn't always show up as I'm out of breath, or the hot spell, or the dizziness. Anxiety shows up in a lot of different ways. We're going to deal with that with defense mechanisms as well. It shows up in a lot of different ways because there's subliminal messages that are coming through our human system. So a lot of people are like, I never knew I had anxiety until I took this assessment. That's why we do them. It's a pointing map for you to see where I was on night 1, week 1, how that particular message on, let's just say a message on emotions, how it affected me this week, because my assessment went really down. So I'm carrying something emotionally. Maybe I know what it is. Maybe I didn't know it was a problem, or maybe I didn't even have a clue that this was bothering me. And the assessments will give you a good direction and a map to your healing. In the 3rd week, maybe we're going to talk about something positive, and you will see how it shoots up. Your confidence shoots up. Your self-love, your self-esteem just shoots up high on the assessment. But on the last week, we're able to say, this is an area, bullseye, that we recommend that you either see a therapist or a clinical social worker or a life coach or a mental health life coach. We make the recommendations because it's not about our branding. We love the fact that we are maybe a stop sign for some, and we can point you in the crossroad that you need to go. So where do you register? Absolutely. www.suzannemhoward.com. Go to my website. You can go to the Facebook page. I have the RSVP link pinned on my Facebook page, and you just click it. It takes you automatically to the website. You just fill out your information and you will get everything that we're giving away. You're going to get the information on the book first. You're going to get a coupon on the book first. Yeah, I don't want to tell you all this, but this is why we register. You're going to get a letter at the end of the 30 days, and it's an assessment letter, and it will have an accumulation of what we taught and what your assessments results showed over the 30 days and what we recommend to you. It will be in writing. If some of y'all can benefit for this on your job, and you can show them that I went in and I took a training online for learning how to deal with conflict resolution. It was a part of defense mechanism. We can even give you a certificate to show your job. You can put this stuff on your resume. Makes a big difference. I have a lot of teachers and state workers that actually use our business. I have a lot of people in the court system that come here, and we take them through sessions for anger management, and they bring it back to the judge. Their case gets thrown out. People come in for conflict resolution, and we give them a certificate and a letter, and they bring it back to the judge. And in most cases, the case is thrown out. So it's a broad spectrum of what you can do here, but register so you can get free information, more information, advanced information that's all for the betterment of your health. All right. So we'll be repeating this from time to time throughout the 30 days. You'll see it on the screen. Our phone number will be up. Emails will be up, and you use whatever way you communicate. I'm going to let y'all know immediately when the book is released, because I want y'all to be able to flip the pages when we're actually talking about real things, and you're able to write in the book, and we can work it from there. All right, let's get back over here. Let me read my introduction now that we got through the business. Please understand, if you're a little frustrated right now, we're not going to read the business to you every night. You will have this video to go back and replay. Again, on YouTube, we set these up. We catalog these by playlist. So you can always go and look at Soul Detox 2023, going all the way back to 2017, when I first started this journey of soul healing and mental health healing. So some of the topics that we're going to be talking about over these 30 days, this is just a few of them, is going to include: what is a defense mechanism? What is the difference between defense mechanism and coping mechanisms? I use things to cope. I don't think I use things to defense. How do I know if I have a defense mechanism or a coping mechanism? How does it affect my life? How does it affect my identity? That's the powerful part. How does my defense mechanisms affect my identity? What are some of the main defense mechanisms, and how does it affect my emotional and mental well-being? Out of all of the major defense mechanisms, which ones are actually hurting my relationship? Come on now. You want that relationship to prosper and be in good health, right? Well, which one of my defense mechanism is actually hurting my relationships? Is there such thing as unhealthy defense mechanisms? Is there a such thing as healthy defense mechanisms? Are there any unhealthy coping mechanisms? How about this? This is where a lot of people are very interested in. I'll say it's been given a lot of attention on the narcissist. What is the defense mechanisms of a narcissist? I may not be a narcissist, but am I registering on a checklist? Am I so hurt, so broken, so traumatized that I am on that continuum of becoming very narcissistic in my personality and in my behaviors? How do I recognize it? We're going to give you the 7 signs for that. And we're going to basically spend that last few days, probably 2 to 3 days, helping you overcome negative defense mechanisms, unhealthy defense mechanism, and help you choose which ones that you're like, now that I'm aware of it, I'm ready to get rid of this. And I want to take on a coping mechanism. I want positive things in my life that will help me cope, but I don't want to be a defense and use it as a mechanism in my life, because you're going to find out how it's affecting your relationships. All right. All right. Well, we're done for the night. So let me go ahead and read our introduction, and I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I do ask that you get a journal for Soul Detox and use this one journal for every night this week. Try not to write on scraps of paper. Try to write on one journal, because after our 30 days, and you may want to watch a video a week to continue the work, you'll have more time. You can reflect back to your journal along with the video and the reading material. So we do have journals. We'll send out a notebook journal, what it looks like. And if you want to get that, you can get it. Everyone who name I did call tonight for registering early, you will get one in the mail automatically, free to you. If you're in Connecticut, you can come by and pick it up at one of our live sessions. And I think that is it. And I think I've covered everything. So let me go ahead and wet your palate where we're going. So I want you to understand, whether you know it or not, you are most likely in a constant battle with your defenses. Whether you know it or not, you are most likely in a constant battle with your defenses. How do I know? Because we all are. And that's the good thing about this work. There's no categories and classes. There's no particular group of people that can be laughed at or shamed or even more. We are all in this together. That's the place that whether you believe in God or not, we are all equal. He started us out all equal. And how do I know that you are in a constant battle with your defense mechanisms? Because we all are. Day to day, we battle with reality. How can we cope? And what level of effort is needed to survive your given current situations? We wrestle with ourselves, and reality is our opponent. Defense mechanisms are necessary. Defense mechanisms are necessary and useful to every human being on this planet. If we did not possess the ability, we would not survive. Even persistent and overly protective defenses indicate a level of resiliency in us, often carried over, left over from some troublesome life experience that we've had. Like the notion of an unconscious mind The idea of defense mechanisms has entered the mainstream and colored our understanding of human nature. Nearly everyone understands what it means to appear defensive or to react defensively. We owe this understanding of defensiveness to the earliest work of Sigmund Freud. Freud began writing about this concept. It's nothing new. It's not just you. You're not crazy. This concept was written about because it showed up a lot in human behavior going back to the 1890s. Sigmund Freud most notably wrote about it in a lot of his early work. And this came, believe it or not, from his studies on hysteria, which he co-authored with Joseph Breuer. I'm just giving you points to back my work. Freud wrote in German, of course, and the word he used to describe this mental phenomenon was Abwehr. Now listen, you got to listen to this part. This is so intriguing. This is why the English language, or language, I'll put it this way, is so important, and how we're changing words in the Bible and how we're taking out words in the Bible and how we're changing the dictionary and taking out words in the dictionary is hurting us, and it is affecting us because those words were written with the literal definition and term. And now we're kind of using definition at a tolerable level. Listen, when Freud wrote and studied hysteria, and he wrote about defense mechanisms, he used it in his German language, of course, to describe this mental phenomenon. And the word that he used was Abwehr, 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 with a little more spit on it, of course, because it's German. More accurately translated as a warding off. Warding, a warding off, or a fending off, Fending, a fending off, rather than defense. So the original behavior didn't show up as what we use in our English language as a defense. It showed off as a warding off, as a fending off. Freud's idea is a simple one, and not as a machine-like one, as our unfortunate English term, defense mechanism, makes it sound. According to Freud, sometimes when we're confronted with an idea or feeling that we find too painful or morally unacceptable, we ward it off. We push it into the unconscious. It's not a deliberate decision. Did you hear this? It's not a deliberate decision. This all happens outside of our awareness in ways that are often automatic. I'm going to deal with the 13 most toxic thinking processes that are automatic. We cannot control them because we're not even aware. It works around our consciousness. It works around our awareness. And that's what our defense mechanism does. And this is why we're starting here before going into complex traumas, because if we're not aware of how we're showing up, how can I validate for you that there's a complex trauma that you've been dealing with for a good part of your life? So when you think of defense mechanisms, you're trying to ward something off. There's a fending off. There's something you do not want to deal with subconsciously. So a behavior or an attitude or a bad habit or a stutter or you going for a cigarette or you need to drink or you need to gamble or you need to have sex. And it's a dysfunctional way. But it all happens automatic without your permission, without your acknowledgement, and without you even knowing it. It's a warding off. It's a fending off. And it works around you psychologically through an automatic process. And it happens even by the simplest confrontation of an idea, of a feeling, anything that you consider too painful, even a memory that you consider too painful or something that's morally unacceptable, you ward it off. You push it deeper into the subconscious. It's not a deliberate decision. It happens outside of awareness in ways that are often automatic. So how do you break some of these habits? People would tell you what to do to break habits. They'll give you 4 steps to break habits. But what if your habit is triggered by something that's unconscious, something not acknowledged, something that you are unaware of, that even if you went to a doctor, it could take you years to even get to the point of it because you're not even aware that you're doing this. The basic idea of the nature and function of defense mechanisms is widely accepted by most psychodynamic thinkers and therapists today. He did a lot of work. This view of the nature and function of defense mechanisms make it easier to connect them to a personal experience. So somewhere in your life, you're going to have to take the time these 30 days and find out what was that personal experience that you had that now triggers this defense mechanism in your life. That's going to be your work. And I'm here to help you figure it out. I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to offer you sessions so we can help you figure out. I'm going to, I have to be careful how I say it, but I'm going to use this education and this information to ease you in the safe place of the best seat in the house into a relaxed feeling, to begin to trust yourself with thought and processes to find out what are my defense mechanisms and what personal experience are they connected to. Now that you know that you do this behavior, unbeknownst to you, you do it to avoid pain. There's a reason why you do it. Now let's put some light on them and find out what they are. Which ones do you want to keep? What are healthy ones? What are not healthy ones? What are the ones that were like ghosts? You didn't even know they were there. We all understand how easy it is to deceive ourselves when facing the truth will hurt badly or make it difficult to function. Sometimes our defense mechanisms help us to get by when facing the full truth would just be too much for us. At other times, however, we need to confront our pain. Avoiding the truth feels better in the moment, but it might only make matters worse in the long run. Here's an example using one of the most common defense mechanisms, one that everyone would understand either through a personal experience or a personal experience by someone you love personally. For an example, if someone was having an affair on you, when you know that all of the obvious telltale signs are there, they might help you to stay in denial. The defense mechanisms pop up because it's too familiar to your parents' marriage, or it's too familiar to a past relationship. So the defense mechanism is like a system, and it pops in automatically and is there to help you avoid feeling the pain of the betrayal, the abandonment, the rejection, the why I'm not good enough. But here's the problem. Though it keeps you from maybe cracking mentally, losing your mind, maybe from some form of obvious depression, it prevents you from dealing with the catastrophe that's going on in your life and to put you in a better position in life. And all of the collateral damage that is happening in your life doesn't stop because you ignore it. It doesn't stop because you subconsciously go into an automatic system of warding off or fending off. Life is still giving you what it's giving you. But to you, in your conscious moment, in the moment you are in consciously, you are out of sight and out of mind. You are packed up. You are absent from the body and present somewhere else because you're not dealing with that betrayal. It's too familiar. It's too hurtful. You don't believe you can survive it. You don't believe you can survive it again. How did I get to this place again? What are people going to think of me again? Where's God at in my life again? But the problem is when we allow these defense mechanisms to keep us in denial, we cannot clear up our life. We cannot clean up a situation. We cannot even confront the catastrophe in our life when all this collateral damage is taking. Just think about what it does in your life with the example I gave, and then think about what it's doing to you physically. The stress cells that are being released. You know that stress cells cause cancer? So we have defense mechanisms that make us believe we're not stressed, make us believe, I don't care. What's the big thing we say? Oh God, I forget those little slang words that we use, but just ways to acknowledge, like, I just don't care. The situation doesn't bother me. That's a defense mechanism statement. There is pain in this situation and it needs to be acknowledged. And you need to find out regarding this particular situation. Is this person going to get help and change? Or is this going to be the trajectory of your life while you allow defense mechanisms to keep you inundated with someone else's toxicity? To your children, to your friendships, and to your own feelings of self-worth, you are worth the investment of finding out, what are you tolerating unconsciously? Defense mechanisms operate in the here and the now. They have no thought for tomorrow. They are unthinking and reflective. They aim only to ward off pain, this very moment pain, and they do not take into consideration the long-term cost of doing so. Sometimes we eventually wake up and face the truth. Sometimes unconscious knowledge breaks through and we realize what has been brewing unnoticed in us for a long time. More often, we continue as we were, our defense mechanisms in place, unnoticed. Human beings are creatures of habits and change is often difficult. Welcome to Defense Mechanisms, Group Therapy Recovery Session 2023. Thank you all for being with me tonight. We will see you on tomorrow at 7 p.m. I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. God bless you and good night.
Let it let it